Hi, this is TJ with NetPicks.com and the 7 Summits Trader. I know I've been doing a lot of videos on futures lately and not too many on Forex, and I thought I would do a video today using MT4. I actually like using MT4. In fact, the results seem to be better than even the TradeStation charts. I use Owanda, and I like Owanda because the timestamp on these bars is Eastern Standard Time, just like TradeStation. So it makes it really simple for me. On today's session, I pretty much call trades off of the TradeStation charts, and it was flat throughout the session until finally we got a trade near the end of the session, and that trade had a nice result, I think resulting in about 24 pips or so. But on MetaTrader, it was completely different. We come in and start at 8:30, and here you can see at 8:30 there was a trade. Here's your entry. 23.56. We're targeting 23.70. It's a small trade, 14 pips, take away a pip roughly for spread, and by the time it got to full target, it only made 13 pips, and it took a long time. But notice how the stop started down here, ended up here, the trigger line, never stopped out. Finally, it comes back, and there was actually another setup you could have added to your position here, both hitting full targets. But the trailer just could not get on track, and they ended up both stopping out with a 1 pip gain, basically break even after spread. Pretty much 27 pips today on the MetaTrader chart. And there was another trade here. This one didn't quite go far enough. You could see it turned back up and stopped out. Now this entire year there have been some really great trades before our start time. Now I live on the West Coast. It's not feasible for me to take these trades, but that doesn't mean that you can't. And I know I have a lot of traders in the trade room that are definitely taking these earlier trades with a lot of success. And all throughout the year we've seen this. So we can go back a little further and you'll notice that you had two really great trades. One to end the European session. This one at 4:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then another one here at 6:10, also hitting full target. And on both these trades, the trailers actually did quite well. Now on TradeStation, it was completely different. In fact, at 8:30, notice that the long trade never triggered in at all, nor did the short trade. It almost did, but it didn't. Nor did this long trade. Finally, the fourth trade of the day, that one triggered in. And it made some adjustments with the SST Pro. We adjust around the 50 level. You could see otherwise the entry would have been up in here. And so we kind of finagled the money management. Usually when we get to the first target, we want to lock in a pip and take the risk off the trade. But as I teach in the trade room on a regular basis, quite often we want to give that trade a little more room to develop. So when it hits money management and there's just not a lot of room, if you lock in a pip, you're definitely going to get stopped out. So what I like to do is work around the trigger line. I go 2 pips above the trigger line based on the last closing bar. And you'll see that by doing that, that trade actually came all the way down and hit the full target. You have to manage the stops manually, but basically all you're doing is trailing the trigger line. So as the bars move lower, you're trailing that trigger line down, down, down. Finally came off right here. Meanwhile, you could have added your position, and it took a while. It was very slow. Not a lot of range in Forex this year with the Euro-US and the 5-minute chart, but it's still slowly but surely hitting new profit records, breaking new profit records, and hitting new equity highs on a steady basis. So you can really grow your account with this trade plan. You just have to be patient and stick with the plan. The add-on trade almost got to full target. It missed by 1 pip. And so in such a case, you want to trade for profit. Don't let it go all the way back up and stop you out for a break-even trade. Maybe part of your position you want to keep on this printed stop, so in case it breaks lower, you're in there. But on part of your position, you also want to trade for profit. And again, you want to follow that trigger line down, down, down. And so it would have stopped out here for a small profit. And that was the session. I mean, that's Forex day trading these days. But overall profitable whether you traded on TradeStation or on MetaTrader. Now we have a real active membership. We've got some great traders using the SST Pro who are in the trade room every day sharing a lot of insight, a lot of different ways that they use the SST Pro, and every now and then we get this gem of a contribution. This one comes from Paul over there in Scandinavia, I believe, and he shared with us this really great tool called Easy Order. So with Easy Order, you apply it to your MetaTrader chart, and if you have a trade, let me see if I could show you how this works here. All right, let's say you wanted to place that trade. Let's say you came in, you saw this trade, you missed it, you want to place a limit order in case it pulls back up. You can use Easy Order here. You can place a sell limit order, and so by double clicking on the yellow line, that's your entry. You can click on this line and move it to where you want your entry to be. No more typing into the cumbersome MetaTrader order area, which I hate that. I hate using that. It's one of the things I don't like about MetaTrader. Not only that, but you could easily move your stop following the SST dots, and obviously your target as well. So basically with this cool plugin, you can chart trade. You can trade right on your chart. Of course, I got to hit submit, and once I do, it's going to submit the order. Not only that, but you can risk a certain percentage of your allotted account. So if you want to risk 2%, which is what we recommend, go ahead and put a 2 in there. So this is a really cool tool, and if you want to get your hands on it, we'd be happy to share it with you. Please be sure to log in to our SST Pro release party this Thursday, August 16th. You can sign up at 7summitstrader.com.